Well, hey guys, Drew here. Just wanted to give you a quick update. I said that I would give you an update on Wednesday, and it is now Wednesday, so I am giving you an update. As most of you are probably aware, over the past weekend, our governor passed down some new restrictions in response to rapidly rising COVID-19 cases in our state. We're seeing the virus is spreading in our area faster than it ever has before. And so we want to do our part to keep church and youth group a safe environment in any way that we can, while still reaching you, while still sharing the gospel, sharing the love of God with people around us. So there was a meeting with some of our church leadership to determine how we can best do this. And believe me when I say that a lot of prayer and care and consideration of all perspectives and all sides really went into this. We wanted to consider the needs of everybody that we can, and consider the science behind all this as well. So there isn't an easy answer. There isn't an easy prescription that keeps everybody happy. But we're learning how to do this and how to do ministry in the midst of a pandemic. And so this morning I was reading 2 Corinthians 13, starting with verse 5 and going through the end of the chapter. Just a chapter. It's Paul closing out his second letter to the Corinthians, and talking about unity and being of one body and one mind, and agreeing on things, and understanding that we don't always agree on everything, and considering that fact. It's okay that we don't always agree on everything, but it is important that we agree on the fact that we love Jesus, and we want to see unity in the body, and we want to see his kingdom grow here. And so that's what we're doing. So just, in any environment, if you go to another church, or you go to school, or don't go to school, or whatever you're a part of, as things that you see, that you maybe don't enjoy coming into place, I would just ask you to read that chapter, and consider how can you be a part of a body that is in unity with each other, even across different lines of disagreement. Whatever those lines may be. So as far as announcements concerned, not a whole lot is going to change at youth group, but we are just going to change the general attitude and feel and aim at youth group. We've traditionally put a lot of focus into games and hangout time, and we've been able to do that while still encouraging safe practices at youth group, but it has been difficult. And so for the next 4 weeks, we're going to shift our focus to the content side of things. So it's going to be much more focused on the message and the small groups. It's going to be much less focused on games. We will still have some activities, but they're going to be more social in nature. We're not going to have games where you're running around doing a lot of moving, bumping into other people. We're going to avoid those. We're just going to do really probably sit-down activities that where you can be distanced while you're doing them and not be like in each other's faces. So it's going to be focused on the message in the small groups. Those other things will still happen to a point, but we're really going to put a heavy focus on that. So I just wanted you to know that, so you don't show up at youth group and the games aren't happening like you would want them to, and you're like, wow, this is really boring. Like, what happened to the fun youth group? Well, it's still fun, but my hope is that when you come to youth group, that you get challenged spiritually, that you hear the word of God preached, and that in your small groups you're in an environment where you can ask questions of your small group leaders, get support, get prayer, talk about the things that you're going through, and stuff like that. So whoever you are, whatever your opinion is about these COVID-19 restrictions, I would just ask you to prayerfully consider just joining us and being on mission while you're there. So if COVID-19 restrictions upset you, I would ask you to prayerfully consider just not letting that be a thing that stops you in your mission, to come to youth group, to consider the other people. And at the same time, if people not following restrictions really bothers you, like if seeing people without masks on upsets you, and you think, well, why aren't they wearing a mask? If that's you, I would also invite you to come and be on mission at youth group as well. Consider the unity of the body and reaching other people, showing love to other people to be our top priority. Now that said, we are, as far as rules go, not a whole lot is changing at youth group. We are still really, really want you to wear a mask when you come to youth group. Please bring one and wear it while you're there. And also while we're there, we all need to make a collective effort to keep on social distancing, even better than we have. Okay, we're gonna set up the chairs so that they're already spaced out, and the activities that we do will be spaced out. So we need you guys to make it easy for us by following that, and just in general in all of these things, what I think a good message for us to take from this is just look out for each other. When you come to youth group, think about others first. You know, Jesus said to put others before yourself, and we want to do that. So put others before yourself while you're there, and yeah, don't let differences between you and other people, and or even if you disagree with me and what I'm saying right now, that's fine. But don't let those differences be something that stop you in your mission. Now, if that doesn't sound super fun to you and you want to take a break from youth group, like I get that, that's fine. We're not going to let you fall by the wayside. We're going to be reaching out and making sure that those of you that are in our flock are still loved and cared for. So thanks for listening. This video has been about 3 minutes longer than I anticipated, but I think I said everything I needed to say and only what I needed to say. So if you guys have any questions or comments or whatever, my inbox is open. Feel free to send us a direct message. Those of you that have my number, if you don't, a direct message through the WayPoint Youth Facebook and Instagram pages is totally fine, totally welcome, or email through the website. All those things are good. Feel free to give me a call, shoot me a message, ask your questions, but thank you for listening.